Okay, here we are at the very front end of the International Space Station. This is the forward end of Node 2, and this is right behind this hatch is the PMA, the pressurized mating adapter, to which the space shuttle docks whenever the next space shuttle comes. You can see we have our flags up here at the most forward part. It's a 15 nation partnership, this International Space Station. So we'll start with the Node 2. We will stop at the Kibo module here, the Japanese pressurized module, and the Japanese logistics platform. We'll stop back there in a second. We'll take a look in the Columbus module, pride of the European Space Agency, and our pride too. And then you can look down the stack, and you can see several other modules, and even into a little bit into the functional cargo block, the FGB, and then the service module. So it's a really big space station that we got. Welcome to Kibo. Please enjoy and relax in this brand new, the most spacious and quietest room in the ISS. You can see here, this is the SIBO rack, which is for cell biology. And then we have a fluid rack, Urutai. So these are the two main Japanese science racks that are up here now. There's more that are coming. Let's take a quick look out the window before it gets dark outside. We're going around the world every 90 minutes, so we get to see a lot of sunrises and sunsets. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful up there. So this is looking out the port side of the space station, and we're actually also on the front side, so front port side of the space station. And let's take a look what we can see out there. We can see the robot arm I was talking about, the GEM RMS. Those orange things are the solar arrays on the port side. And you can see we have a full set, and 15A STS-119 is going to be bringing up the last solar array on the starboard side. And take a look. There's our beautiful blue planet there. And looking at this and where we are, I'd say we're over the South Indian Ocean. You can actually see some icebergs down there. So we're actually probably between Africa and Antarctica. You can actually see the different shades of the blue water. Okay, so now fly with me. We're going to go to the Columbus module. Here we are in the Columbus module. You can see it's also spacious. It's also cluttered because it's a great place to store things or temporarily stow them. It's not going to be this way forever. We're going to have it nice and clean pretty soon. We're flying back to Node 2. We'll take a quick look what else we have here. We have my work area. It's a little bit cluttered right now, but this is kind of my desk. It doesn't sit out horizontally, but it has everything I need on it. This are my crew quarters right here. You can tell has my name on it. And in fact, I can give you a tour real quick of crew quarters. This is what it looks like inside. There's a fair amount of room. We'll get has a standard space station light on it. So now we're going into the Destiny Laboratory, headed aft on the space station. And there's my crewmate, Sandy Magnus. She's getting her exercise in for today. This rack is the oxygen generation system, and we have a few too many things on this rack, and we're in the middle of cleaning it off, not to interfere, but you can see oxygen, we're making oxygen, and when we make oxygen, we're breaking down water into hydrogen and oxygen, and the oxygen comes right out here. The water we're making either comes from the condensate from the air conditioning system, the water that's in the air, or urine. So this is a really neat regenerative life support system. And now we're going to go back into one of the first modules, Node 1, which is also called Unity. These are this is our pond or wall of water that's down here. We have different kinds of water, and these are called contingency water containers, CWCs. And you can see different kinds. There's water that you can drink, and water that you can use for other things like flush water or generating oxygen. Now here's the airlock. As we go, the Quest airlock. This crew lock is a hatch that goes outside into space. So you can see that hatch right there. In the meantime, we're kind of storing EVA related things here. You can see this is a safer, which is a kind of a jet backpack that we wear on the outside of our spacesuits in case we get separated from the spaceship. We can fly our way back in. I remember being a Capcom on STS-96 when I first saw these signs. That's pretty amazing. And we're floating into the Russian side of things. First and foremost, we are now in the pressurized adapter part of the functional cargo block. We call it the GA, and it's also a docking port down below. As you carefully look down below, you can see the hatches, and inside that what you can see in front of us is the docking mechanism for the Soyuz. It's very compact and not a lot of room. Makes it very efficient. Now Yuri's been busy unloading the Progress. We just finished an EVA, so things here in the functional cargo block are very functional right now and very cargo-y. So you can see things are just really full here in the FGB. As we leave the FGB here and go into the docking compartment. Docking compartment is another one of those vertical looks, and it's a kind of a misnomer. It's not just docking compartment, but it's also a airlock. So Yuri and I went out in these two spacesuits a few weeks ago and went into open space and had a spacewalk. Continuing on down through here, and we'll stop here on the way back, is our Progress cargo vehicle. The Progress is a cargo ship, unmanned, uncrewed, nobody driving, and has the same kind of docking compartment. It's very much based on the Soyuz design, except it doesn't have any re-entry capability. And we're going to take a look outside. And this is the hatch that I opened up and went outside for a spacewalk, and we're looking aft on the space station. There's a ladder, some solar panels. We're looking at the service module, Zvezda, and looking at our beautiful planet Earth. Let's see if we can get a nice little view here of Earth. A little small treat. There's no tour of the space station would be complete without it. Last but not least, in the service module, Zvezda, which means star. It's the heart of the space station. It's where we used to have the only place where we could create oxygen and live with the carbon dioxide removal system, as well as a place to eat and sleep. Here's my crewmate, Yuri Lonchakov, exercising on the treadmill with vibration isolation system, the TVIS. So this is our eating area. There's our table. And we're just getting ready for lunch. There's our water dispenser right there, Russian style. And our controller for the water dispenser. There's Yuri's room off to the side. You can see he has a sleeping bag right there hanging on the wall, and a computer right here so he can call on the telephone, write email, and read books. And relax in the evenings a little bit, because we have long days up here. This is a surprise visit that you guys are paying on us today. So things aren't cleaned up, but they're real. This is exactly how we work and live in space. And that'll wrap up the tour. This is the International Space Station. A very good example of what human beings can do when we work and we work closely together.